Hello, friends, and welcome back. Today, we're going on an amazing adventure back in time, all the way to the age of dinosaurs. We're going to meet one of the coolest dinosaurs ever, the Ankylosaurus. Have you ever imagined a walking, armored tank? Well, that's pretty much what Ankylosaurus was. It was a super tough dinosaur that lived during the late Cretaceous period, roaming the lands of what we now call North America. Imagine a creature covered from head to tail in thick, bony plates. Like a suit of armor, this armor wasn't just for show, it was a real-life shield that protected Ankylosaurus from big, hungry predators, maybe even the mighty Tyrannosaurus rex. The plates were so strong, they were almost impossible to bite through. This amazing dinosaur didn't need to be fast to escape danger. It just had to stand its ground, protected by its incredible armor. But the armor wasn't its only superpower. At the end of its long tail, Ankylosaurus had a giant, heavy club made of bone. If a predator got too close, Ankylosaurus could swing its tail with incredible force. Wham! A direct hit from that tail club could break bones and send any attacker running. It was one of the best defensive weapons in the entire dinosaur kingdom. So, what did this armored giant eat? Was it a ferocious meat eater? Nope. Ankylosaurus was a gentle herbivore. It spent its days munching on plants. Since it was low to the ground, it probably ate lots of ferns, shrubs, and other low-growing vegetation. It was like a giant, armored lawnmower of the Cretaceous world, peacefully grazing and minding its own business. How do we know so much about this incredible dinosaur? It's all thanks to paleontologists, the scientists who study fossils. The very first fossils of Ankylosaurus were discovered way back in 1906 by a famous fossil hunter named Barnum Brown. He found parts of its skull, some armor plates, and other bones in Montana, in a place called the Hell Creek Formation. It was this discovery that introduced the world to this amazing armored dinosaur. A couple of years later, in 1908, it was officially named Ankylosaurus magniventris. But here's a fun fact. When Barnum Brown first found the fossils, he didn't find the tail club. That iconic part of the dinosaur was discovered a few years later. Finding the tail club was a huge piece of the puzzle, helping scientists understand exactly how Ankylosaurus defended itself. Now, Ankylosaurus wasn't the only armored dinosaur. It belonged to a big family of dinosaurs called Ankylosaurs. This family is split into two main groups. One is the Ankylosauridae, which is the group our friend Ankylosaurus belongs to. These dinosaurs are known for their wide, boxy skulls and, of course, those awesome tail clubs. The other group is called the Nodosauridae. They were also covered in armor, but they had some key differences. Nodosaurids didn't have tail clubs. Instead, many of them had large spines sticking out from their shoulders for protection. Their skulls were also a different shape, more like a pear. By studying these differences, scientists can tell the dinosaur families apart and learn how they each adapted to survive. Every dinosaur story begins with an egg. Ankylosaurus moms would carefully build nests, probably using plants and dirt to keep their eggs safe and warm. They likely laid their eggs in groups called clutches, which helped increase the chances that some of the babies would hatch and survive. It was so important to find a good, safe spot for the nest, away from hungry predators, to give the tiny hatchlings the best possible start in life. Once a baby Ankylosaurus hatched, it wasn't born with its full suit of armor. It had to grow into it. Scientists study the bones of dinosaurs to understand how they grew. By looking at super thin slices of fossilized bone under a microscope, they can see growth patterns. For Ankylosaurus, these patterns show that it grew quite slowly compared to some other dinosaurs. This type of bone, called fibrolamellar bone, shows us that the process of growing all that heavy armor took a lot of time and energy. The bones had to constantly change and remodel as the dinosaur got bigger, and its armor became thicker and stronger. This slow and steady growth was part of its strategy for survival. It took a while, but eventually, the young Ankylosaurus would grow into a fully armored, tail-swinging adult, ready to face any challenge. Fossils show us even more incredible details. The collagen fibers, which are tiny building blocks inside the armor plates, were arranged in a special way. This crisscrossing pattern made the armor super strong, but also flexible, so it wouldn't shatter when hit. It was nature's very own high-tech material. This allowed Ankylosaurus to be a walking fortress, a true symbol of dinosaur resilience and strength. From a tiny egg in a hidden nest, to a slow-growing youngster, to a magnificent armored giant swinging its powerful tail. The life of an Ankylosaurus was truly fascinating, and even after millions of years, its fossils continue to teach us about the incredible world of the dinosaurs. They show us how different creatures developed unique ways to survive and thrive. The Ankylosaurus, with its amazing armor and tail club, will always be one of the most unforgettable dinosaurs of all time. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the past. I hope you had fun learning about the incredible Ankylosaurus. If you enjoyed our adventure, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more amazing dinosaur stories. See you next time, and take care.